Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling. And man, I really appreciate you guys making some time out of your day to watch the video and spend some time with me. Always grateful to have you guys around here. We're going to be talking about the NPFL today, guys, and we're going to talk. I've got a list of anglers that have in the past fished the Bassmaster Elite Series circuit and the Bass Pro Tour that have decided to make the move and come over and fish NPFL for 2025. I am happy about this, thrilled to death about it, the support that the no live scope league, or the no forward facing sonar, no live scope format of NPFL is getting for next year. So we're going to have a discussion on that, and I'll let you guys know who's going to be making the move over there. Also, guys, a quick reminder, just want to let you know about the 12 Days of Christmas sale that's going on at Tackle Warehouse now. You probably heard me talking about it. It's a great time to get some Christmas gifts or some good deals on tackle for next year. I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of the video if you guys are interested in using that link. It's a good way to help the channel out. And also, anyone interested in becoming a channel member here of Intuitive Angling, I've had some questions about that. Channel members get free extra private videos every week that are not seen by the public, and some access to my email address for your fishing questions. So just go to my YouTube homepage and hit the join button for information. So really appreciate you guys putting up with the plugs there. Okay, first of all, I want to address one thing, because anytime I talk about NPFL, it's like, Randy, put up the money. Why aren't you fishing it? You're a big hypocrite. You talk about not liking forward-facing sonar and you're not fishing the NPFL. Guys, I've been there and done that. I've traveled all over the country for 35 years, coast to coast, fishing tournaments, Bassmaster Top 100, Bassmaster Top 150s, Bassmaster E50 Series, FLW Tour. Been there, done that. I have no interest in traveling the country anymore. I got 3 kids to take care of. I got 3 YouTube channels. I got 2 other jobs I'm working. So yeah, I would love to fish it, but I'm at the stage in my life where I have been there and done that. So I just wanted to clarify that. So before I get into the names here, I just want to say how just absolutely just tickled to death I am with NPFL and the courage and the integrity and the ethics that they have to ban the cheater box. That is like, they have stepped out and emerged as the true leader in the sport. Make no mistake about it, guys. Bassmaster and MLF are no longer the top dogs in the sport. They may have the notoriety, but they have shown the lack of awareness in terms of what forward-facing sonar has done as a destructive element in the sport. And they have kowtowed and they bowed down to the electronic company's sponsorship dollars. That's all there is to it. They do not want to make waves. They do not want to jeopardize, that partnership that they have with electronic companies. And in turns, they have degraded and sacrificed their integrity within the sport. NPFL had the balls to stand up and say, we're getting rid of this cheater box. Nobody wants it. It's terrible for the sport. I don't know what their motivations were for it, but whatever it was, they did it. So I would encourage everybody out there, if you're a Bassmaster Elite Series angler, leave that circuit. Get the hell out of there. If you're a Bassmaster Bass Pro circuit, dude, leave it. Get the hell out of there. Go over to NPFL. Show them that you support them. Show them that that's the right thing to do. And maybe eventually, if enough dudes leave that, it'll pressure Bassmaster and MLF and Bass Pro Tour to get rid of that damn cheater box before it's too late. So anyway, here's the list of some of the guys that will be fishing next year. Gerald Swindle, one of the biggest names in the sport, be fishing NPFL. Matt Heron, another Bassmaster Elite Series angler. Scott Canterbury, one of the most consistent, solid anglers over the past 15 years in the sport. Scott Suggs, FLW $1 million winner in the FLW Cup years ago. Brandon Cobb, Bassmaster Elite Series star. Kobe Krieger, one of the most solid anglers in the sport ever. James Watson, everybody knows James, MF, whatever it is, Watson. I love James too. Kyle Welcher, Bassmaster Angler of the Year. John Cox, one of the few real bass fishermen left in the sport that doesn't use forward-facing sonar. Patrick Walters, Zach Burge, Tommy Biffle, to name a few. I'm sure there's others out there. That's just what has emerged at this point. But this is a big effing deal, guys. It really is. I mean, when you got some marquee names like that, that have decided to make a move over to NPFL that, quite honestly, prior to this, they did not have any marquee names whatsoever. When they got started out, I was skeptical because they had a lot of people that I'd never heard of. It was, anytime you start up a new circuit, there's always skepticism about it, but they hung in there, they persevered, and this is a big deal for them. By them making this decision to ban the cheater box, they have not only emerged as the leader in the sport, but they have gained a level of credibility with the bass fishing public, the industry, everybody out there. Guys, I've talked to several sponsors, big time corporate people out there that are super impressed with NPFL for making that decision. And like I said, I have not heard a bad word about it. The only ones that would never consider this are, like I said, just the live scope addicts, the umbilical cord dudes out there that don't have any real bass fishing skills, that completely rely on technology to show them where the fish are at, and they have no interest because they know they can't compete. If you took 20% of the bass fishing professionals right now that are really at the top of the game in terms of, statistics over the past 2 years, and you told them, okay, you're going to have to go over to NPFL fish, they would be terrified because they know they would be like a kindergartner going into a PhD level graduate course or something like that. They couldn't compete. They'd get their butt kicked every single tournament. And all these guys that say out there, it's, oh, Randy, you don't know what you're talking about. These guys out there that use forward-facing sonar, they do just as good without it. Bullshit. That is nothing but just fake speculation. Show me first. Get out there, fish without it for a year, and you show me if you're going to make the top 10 in Angler of the Year like you did when you had your umbilical cord hung up or hooked up. So anyway, big shout out, a big, sign of respect to NPFL. I'm so happy about this. I encourage everybody to get out of the Bass Pro Tour, get out of the Bassmaster Elite Series, go over and fish NPFL. Pressure those people over there to start doing the right thing and start showing some integrity and ethics and, critical thinking skills and consideration for the future of the sport. So anyway, go NPFL. I hope you guys have a really good season. So talk later.